Over a year ago, I made a video that covered the melodies of all 47 hunting horns in Monster Hunter Rise, and their respective themes that each one matches up with. I highly recommend giving it a watch if you haven't already seen it. But now, it's Sunbreak's turn. There are 29 hunting horns that were added in Sunbreak, and each horn features its own unique melody. You see, Rise and Sunbreak are unique in that almost all of the hunting horn melodies are directly based on parts of themes from the series. You'll see what I mean. So, first up are 18 horns with unique melodies from themes that originate in Rise and Sunbreak. Let's go!
Ready to hunt!
Since Amatsu didn't get a new theme in Sunbreak, I'm putting its horn into its own little group whose matching theme is from older monster hunters, aka Portable Third. Alright, moving on to the next set of horns. Sunbreak introduced a variety of subspecies, rare species, and variants. Naturally, most of these monsters have hunting horns, but some of the melodies of these hunting horns were handled a bit differently. Of these 14 monsters, 11 of them have hunting horns, and 8 of those were handled differently, where instead of having a unique melody, they instead play the same melody from the base species hunting horn, but with different instrumentation. I'll start with these 5. Like in Rise, Sunbreak also added hunting horns from World and Iceborne with melodies that were ripped directly from World and Iceborne. Listen to this. So, interesting side note, there are 5 horns that were in Iceborne that were added in Sunbreak, but only 4 of them play the exact same sound. Gold Rathian's horn sounded like this in Iceborne, and like this in Sunbreak. An odd choice to randomly change that one specific horn, but it was a welcome change in my opinion. Now, back to the horns.
I'll take you on.
Next up is the horn from Seething Bazel. It plays an altered version of the regular Bazel horn, and both horns play the exact same sound in both Iceborne and Sunbreak. Now, I'll be honest, I couldn't figure it out last time, and still couldn't this time. But a few people commented and pointed out that the melody sounds like it could match up to Bazel's mount theme from World. And while I couldn't find a perfect one-to-one match within the theme, this is the best I've got. Take a listen. There have been some hunting horns that I've had a fairly hard time figuring out where the melody comes from. And then there are horns where I know the melody doesn't match anything. Case in point, the paid DLC layered horn, the Lost Code Alos, which sounds like this. Yeah, that is literally just noise. So, I've gone over 28 of Sunbreak's 29 hunting horns, which leaves just one more horn. The Vespoid hunting horn. The glass flute. And I'll be honest, I just do not know what this horn's melody could line up with. It's utterly baffling. Okay. The Vespoid horn sounds like this. Which on its own doesn't sound like it's too confusing, right? Well, after listening to this horn a few times, I made a ridiculous discovery. This horn has the same melody as Narwa's hunting horn. Listen to this. Do you hear the similarities? Alright, listen to them back to back. That's a match. But it gets worse. Later on, I had another mind-boggling realization. First, we had Rise, which had Narwa's horn. Then we had Sunbreak, which added the Vespoid horn. They have the same melody, so naturally, that would mean that the Vespoid horn is based off of Narwa's horn. Right? Wrong. Oh yeah, the Vespoid horn's melody is actually from World. Monster Hunter World happened before Rise, so what gives? Does that mean that Narwa's horn is actually based off of the Vespoid horn? How does that make any sense? It's just... All of this is suffice to say that I have no idea what melody this horn matches up with. If it even does, because World's hunting horns were terribly inconsistent with matching up to themes. So, if anybody else out there can figure this out, please enlighten me, because I give up. So, there you have it. The melody origins of Sunbreak's 29... more like 28 horns. If you like this, I would definitely recommend checking out my previous video on the melody origins of the hunting horns in Monster Hunter Rise. Thank you for watching. Be cool. Stay frosty.